Welcome to Mindset Makeover, a new series that will be premiering every Tuesday and Thursday until you get it right. I'm your host, Mary Kay, and I'm here to help you transform your mind and transform your life. What if I told you your mindset was the key to unlocking your potential? What's the big deal about our mindset and why does it matter so darn much? Now, before we go too far, before we dive too deep, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on those notifications so that the algorithm knows that we're now friends and that we belong together like Mariah Carey and that it brings you back to me. Okay? Very good. I don't know about you, but there have been many times in my life where I said, once I get A, B, and C, I can then accomplish X, Y, and Z. Well, what if you have to actually go after X, Y, and Z before you get A, B, and C? Stay with me now. A lot of times we want things to come to us when we actually have to come to it. I'll give you an example. 2018, I had a really good job at a prestigious brokerage company down in Florida, and I knew I wanted something different. I wanted a new environment, I wanted more money. Okay, so I knew I wanted something different. It's 2018, we're in Vegas, we're on the strip, and this guy who works at whatever hotel we were in at the time, he said, you can actually play the slots for free, but you actually have to go on this little tour in order to get the free prizes. They'll give you the free prizes at the end. Now, looking back, this is probably crazy, but it's Vegas, so it's not crazy. Okay. So we go on this little trip, and basically what they were doing was trying to get people to buy a timeshare. But the guy said to us, if they ask you how much money you make sure to say minimum 70,000. Otherwise, they're not going to let you go on this tour. So, okay, cool. So we go on this tour. They ask about money. What do I say? Oh, I make 70K. Fast forward to the summer of 2018. I'm visiting a friend in the DMV. And while they're at work, I go down to the National Mall. And I am just having the time of my life. I love art. I love history. I love the atmosphere. The National Mall is one of the most beautiful places to me to visit because I love art. And I said to myself, I could see myself living in this area. 3 months later, I was unpacking my apartment in Alexandria, Virginia, about to start my new job. And guess what the first salary offer they gave me? If you guess 70K, then cat's out the bag. You're correct. What happened? What took me from my previous job to making more money in a new environment? It was a mindset shift. Before saying to myself, I make 70K, I never thought about making 70K. Before I thought about living in the DMV area, I never thought about living in the DMV area. A lot of what happens to us in life is all about our mindset. If one person is raised to think that anything is possible, and another person is raised to think that life is so hard, it's so hard to get anything that you want out of life, you're going to have two very different realities. That's why it's important to adjust your mindset for the life that you want to live. Not the one that you're living, but the one that you aspire to live. You may be saying to yourself, now, Mary, that sounds all good and everything, but I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm stressed right now. I have all these goals and these missions of things I want to do with my life, and things don't seem to be lining up or working out. And I'm doubting myself right now. If you're feeling that way, first of all, breathe. You're not the only one. No one has their life completely figured out. Okay. Life is always going to come with challenges, no matter where you are on your journey. But I bet if you look back, you're going to see all the things that you've already overcome that now feel like nothing to you because you've overcome them. And guess what? You survived. You lived through it. You made it through and you're on the other side. So pat yourself on the back and show yourself gratitude for how far you've already come. I'm going to give you 3 mantras that I want you to say to yourself every day until we see each other again. Because remember, you set that notification earlier so you know when I'll be back and that we'll be back together, okay? Very good. The first mantra I want you to say every day is I am enough as I am. What is the point of you saying this? It's a reminder to yourself that you are everything that you need to be, regardless of what's going on around you at this very moment. Do not let temporary situations determine the permanent trajectory of your life. Number two, progress, not perfection. Take this video, for instance. My game plan was to wait till I was in a new place and have this beautiful office setup before I started making these videos. How many times have you put off something that you could have done today for tomorrow and then you never did it? So remember, everything that you do, it does not have to be perfect, but anything that you do can be progress, whether it be negative or positive, towards the life that you want to live. So be easy on yourself. Everything does not have to be complicated or hard. And if you feel yourself feeling out of sorts or anxious, slow down. A lot of times it's our body telling us that this is not what we should be doing right now. Which leads us to mantra number 3. I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. I cannot even begin to tell you the amount of challenges I have overcome in life. And while I'm doing better than I used to be, I still have challenges to face in order to become the person I want to be. The whole point of us being here is to learn how to love ourselves, to love others, to grow, and to be of service to others. When you start embracing challenges as opportunities instead of challenges as pitfalls, what you're doing is you're shifting your mind. The truth of the matter is, if God, source, universe, whatever it is that you want to call it, if they didn't think that you could overcome it, it wouldn't have come to you. When you defeat the things that challenge you, those things run back to their little friends like doubt and fear. And they say, hey, that one ain't nobody to play with. You might want to leave them alone because they're going to overcome, regardless of what is thrown their way. That is how you start to shift your mindset. Now, if you find that you're constantly looking at what other people have and what other people are doing and saying to yourself, why don't I have this yet? Or why hasn't that happened for me? It may be time to take a step back from social media, a step back from friends and family who have things that you want that you haven't acquired yet. Why? Because you're comparing yourself to them. And when you spend so much of your day comparing yourself to other people and evaluating what other people have, what are you doing? You're actually taking away the focus from you. The time that you're spending looking at other people and what they have could be the time that you are using to build the skills for the life that you want. Maybe you have a friend who's in IT and is making way more money than you. Okay, well, in the evening when you get off of work, instead of thinking about that friend making more money than you could be getting some certifications so that you could be doing the same thing. Your friend didn't get there overnight. They had to have a certain training to get that IT job, right? Exactly. It's all about the shift of the mind. Pull yourself away from what other people have going on and focus on you. It's so easy to get distracted. And a lot of obstacles we face in life are purposely put there to distract you from becoming the best version of you. Don't allow that. You are better than that. And if you are feeling like you are not enough, if you feel like you can't reach those goals that you have, sometimes you actually have to take that big, lavish goal and shrink it down. You've probably heard the quote before, the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Let's use, for instance, you're a singer and you have these big, lavish goals. You want to be on Beyonce level, okay? You want that superstar global status. You want to be selling out stadiums and arenas. You're probably never going to get started because you're going to be so overwhelmed with the idea of being front and center on that stage. Whereas you should be looking at some local theater options and local festivals and getting started. Beyonce 2024 is not Beyonce 1999. As much as people hate on Beyonce, I love the fact that she shows us videos of who she used to be so that you know that this didn't happen overnight. It took hard work, it took dedication, it took being told no so many times, but continuing to tell herself that I can actually do this. It doesn't matter what they say to me. That is a mindset shift. And she says all the time, you can do this too, because it's up to you. No one's going to give you that. No one's going to give you superstar status. No one gave it to her. And every time you hear yourself say, I can't do this, or this is too hard, I want you to turn that around. You know what? No, I absolutely can do this. Maybe I need to pivot how I'm thinking in order to accomplish this because, well, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay. Maybe I need some help from someone. Maybe I need some help from AI. There are too many tools and resources available to you. that you can use to create the life that you desire. If you feel like you need a human touch to help you accomplish these goals, you can always get a personal coach like moi. Okay, if you are interested in personal coaching, there's going to be a link below where you can leave your email address so I can get more information about personal coaching to you. Having a personal coach means taking what we're doing right now in this video and making it more personalized to your life. If you're ready to take on that challenge and you're looking for a personal coach and you like my style, then definitely leave your email address below and I will get you information on my personal coaching services. And last, if you liked today's video, make sure to share it with a friend or 10, whatever you prefer. But be sure to come back and tune in for our next video where we'll explore the difference between a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. Until we see each other again, I'm your girl, Mary Kay, and have a wonderful day.